Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the space. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. And those who are clapping, welcome back. Welcome back. Look at y'all. All right, back for your fix. I know, right? All right, me too, me too. All right, so with so many new faces in the building, before we get this thing kicked off, I want to just run through a few quick housekeeping rules. They're like, what? Rules at an open mic? Yes, unfortunately, when you give people an inch, they take a mile, okay? And then they act like they don't know what's going on when they should know better, all right? So instead of doing all of that, we make sure that we read through 5 very simple rules, and that just ensures that everybody here, whether you are new to this or true to this, has a good time. If that's cool, say cool. Hold on, wait. That wasn't everybody. I need some audience participation. If that's cool, say cool. Excellent, all right. So number 1 rule, first one kicks us off. Repeat after me. Can you please say respect the mic? All that really means is when an artist is up here, you're going to give them your ear. You paid for some live entertainment. You paid to come out and have a good time. You want to be respectful of my artists that are gracing the stage and get on this mic, because it does take a lot of guts to get up here, all right? There's some people in the audience right now doing a vibe check. They're like, I don't know. Maybe one day, maybe someday. Okay, but it's never, ever, ever any pressure, okay? I don't ever want y'all to feel like y'all got to do it unless you're being used by the good universal all that's encouraging you and inspiring you to get up here, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's never any pressure, so we want you to, again, be respectful of my artists that did sign up, that are brave enough to be on this list, all right? That's why it's rule number 1. Rule number 2, to support rule number 1, I need you to please silence your cell phones. Yes, I love it when people check and make sure, okay, because some of y'all a little too confident for me, okay? It's like, you know ain't nobody finna call you. It's all right. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but you know who you are. But either way, we just don't want any notifications going off, any ringtones, any extra noises, because some of these people are spitting from the dome, and it can be really awkward when you are like right in the middle of your piece and, you know, somebody got something loud going off from the audience. And I also want to say that I have a really dynamic co-host that does take his job just a little too seriously. And he's going to come find you, okay? Because he does not like it when people are rude to my artists, okay? He does not like it, and he always wants to ensure that people are following our rules. So please, don't let that be you, okay? I'm just trying to warn you, heads up, all right? Please just follow the rules. And if you got anybody that's joining us or just now joining us, you want to make sure that they know what's going on. Remind your friends that are joining us throughout the show to please silence their cell phones so that we can keep, you know, compliant. All right. So rule number 3, it's for my artists in the building. If you sign up to perform, make some noise. That should be like all of y'all. Because it's definitely a nice little list already, y'all, okay? And you guys are about to bear witness to something incredible, because I know some of these faces and I don't know some of these faces, and we all going to be in for a good time, all right? But rule number 3 is for my artists that are in the building, okay? Just to make sure that y'all know y'all got a good 5 to do y'all thing. Now, typically, you swing in about 2 pieces. We try not to be hecklers. I got a pretty good audience that likes to support. We want to hear what you came out, you know, to perform. But at the same time, I need my artists to also be respectful of this mic, okay? And how can you be respectful? But hold on, we do keep time. Al, you back there? Fritz, you back there? Somebody back there in the sound booth? Okay, well, I will make sure that it is up. But there is a beautiful clock that is back there with big, bright, bold, red numbers, okay? So if you don't know what 5 minutes feels like, I definitely have a clock that's going to be right in front of this mic so you can see it, all right? There it is. Well, shout out to Dreezy. You better, DJ Clever. Okay, but definitely, please, again, be mindful of your time. We want to make sure everybody gets their time up here on stage. Everybody gets their chance to rock the mic. And also, because sometimes you may not see the clock, you might be a little nervous. You may not even be seeing anybody in the audience. You might just be in your own head, but you need somebody, anybody to stop you before you get ahead of yourself. DJ Clever, your time is up. When you hear that scratch, that means do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not finish your piece or wrap up your joke. That means you're officially out of time, and you need to very gracefully reintroduce yourself, encourage people to follow you, and then exit stage right. Okay, please. I'm just saying we try not to heckle, but I just want to make sure that my artists are also being respectful of this mic. And then my lyricists that are in the building, those of us who are performing some music. You get a full song to perform, but that second piece, typically we would allow a second piece, but we are challenging you. Yeah. Ooh, they like, huh? Yes, we're challenging you to give us some of your lyrics, to do a second piece, but to do it a cappella. You don't have to do the full thing. You could just give us a quick sample, but sometimes the music can take away from us being able to connect with your lyrical ability, and we just want to make sure that we can hear those bars. Can I say bars? Okay, so yeah, we want to hear bars, all right? Now, don't get me wrong, the breath work and the stage work and all of that is amazing, okay? But we definitely want to hear what you're talking about. We want to hear some of that content. We want you to really pull us in so that we can find you, follow you, and support your music. So that is for my artists, if that's cool, say cool. All right, okay, we done made it to 3. Now we into 4, 5, 2 left. All right, last 2 rules. All right, now our fourth rule, how'd you find out about the show? How'd you find out, like, when you first came? How'd you find out about the show? Me? I heard that. Come on now, word of mouth. Somebody putting you on. Okay, what about you guys? How'd you guys find out about the show? Okay, how'd you find us? That's what I'm talking about. That SEO, baby. Best investment I ever made, y'all, in my entire life, okay? When we decided to go digital and make sure that people could find us on social media, we definitely want to make sure we had that website and that we were really tapped into Google. So the fourth rule is to encourage you guys to find us and follow us, to add us on the social platforms, because we are the livest Tuesday night vibe, because we stream live online. You're going to find that live link on our Facebook and on our YouTube. Yes, you can share it. You can let people know they're missing out, you know what I'm saying, tease them a little bit. Or if you want people who are not here to see you do your thing, you can share that link before you go up. Yeah. All right, so if you're not following us, you won't get the notification that the live link is up and that we're active. And so please, again, by all means, add us, follow us, find us, and continue to support the mission, all right? But last but not least at all, the fifth and final rule. We've been doing this thing, how long? Anybody? What'd you say? Somebody say it louder. 11 years. And y'all just not finding out. That is crazy. But you made it, okay? You made it. And y'all, like, seriously, I realized that after 11 years, this is still standing because it's all about the love. Yeah, it's all about the love. If you love art, make some noise. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I came outside, of course, obviously. All right, now one thing that's really special about St. Louis is that we're full of talent. And sometimes we get a bad rep because people think that we're kind of like crabs in a barrel mentality. But here, right here in this space, we've been transforming that narrative, and we have totally been showing up and showing out and showing love to everybody, because we know what it means to have somebody tell you that you did a good job, or what it means to have somebody just encourage you so that you can keep it going, or even just to be in a space where you feel like somebody heard you and saw you and really felt what you came to say. And that goes a long way, okay? So the fifth and final rule, y'all, is, again, just as important as the first. We show love, we show love, we show love up in her, okay? And I said her, okay? So it's a few ways to show love, in case you ain't never been to open mic before, okay? If you hear a bomb poet spit some hot fire, you gonna do what? Snap it up, okay? We like snaps, but if you're a little more conservative, you're like, I can't snap. You can clap, okay? You can clap. Just make sure we can hear you like you in church. That's what I'm talking about. Hallelujah, all right? You can stomp, you can jump, you can get hallelujah. Let them use you. Let them use you, okay? But I'm just telling you guys, the more love you give, the more love you're gonna get back. And I promise y'all, like, these artists, they need love. Some of y'all came out tonight because y'all needed love. And we just want everybody to feel the love in this room on a Tuesday night. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not up here. Y'all not doing y'all thing. That's how y'all add y'all energy into the mix, okay? So please don't be afraid to show my artists love. Please don't be afraid to clap if you really like it. And you know, you can, if you didn't, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as you give something, just give a little something, because, again, that little bit goes a long way. And with all of that being said, my rules are now complete. It is now officially time for what we call the artist check-in. Yes, look at us. Okay, so all this is that if you have signed up, okay, if you think you are on my list to perform this evening, I need you to meet me, Energy, at the Step and Repeat backdrop in the lobby. All right, I'm gonna say that one more time. If you are performing tonight, we're gonna check you in and make sure everybody is in here so we can have a smooth rollout. So meet me, Energy, at the Step and Repeat backdrop in the lobby. Can I get a word up? That's what I'm talking about. Word up.